So today I will be giving you guys my settings. And just a disclaimer, none of this stuff will probably work for you since it's kind of scary looking at my keybinds because of how bad they are. So, let me fix my mic. So, nothing would work for you, or a lot of stuff will probably not work for you. So, if something feels wrong with the sensitivity or anything in the settings video, make sure to play a few arcade matches or something. And if anything feels wrong, then make sure to change it a little bit until everything feels right. So, let's get right into the video. So, just to start off with my settings, turn all these 4 on and I'll explain why. So, this disable wraps, it doesn't disable your wraps. I've seen people be so scared of their wraps because they think that it's going to disappear your wrap. But in reality, it's just going to reduce your lag and delete the other people's wraps, which actually makes it easier to see them. These two, you don't have to restart your game apparently. And then this just looks better. I don't even see a difference. It reduces lag, so okay. Disable shadows. I have this on because it makes no distractions. And it also, again, gives you better delay. So, make sure to turn all of those on. And then accessible flashes. I'm so thankful that they added this. Because, when you're playing, it's just gonna be bro, RIP your eyes when it's turned off. So if I throw a flashbang and I look at it, it's gonna be completely dark. So if you're playing at 5 in the morning, and you get flashbanged, that's probably not gonna get fun, so I recommend this on. And what just happened to my character? The next thing, master volume and all that. This is just personal preference and the volume of your headphones and Roblox stuff is. So just change this to your liking. Easy slide and auto sprint. Turn these two on because easy slide makes it so that your crouch can slide and your slide can slide, if that makes any sense. And if you're auto sprinting, then that means that you'll be sprinting. And if you use this, you will get a tiny speed boost. And I'll show you why. So, if I hold on my fist and I slide jump, I'm still going pretty fast, even without holding W. And I'm pressing my shift key, not to spoil any other stuff later in the video, because it gets pretty weird, my settings, because they probably won't work for you, unless if you change it. So, I forgot what I was about to say. Oh yeah, I was about to sneeze. So, another thing about this is you'd go faster, but you can also crouch. So, you'd also slide and crouch at the same time if you crouch, I think. I'm pretty sure it does that. So, I just recommend it like this. So, you would go a lot faster. Oh, and quick movement tip, because I'm gonna make a updated movement guide. I forgot what I was about to say. If you just slide jump as fast as you can, that's just it makes you go faster, of course. Scroll equip. Turn this. This is actually personal preference, and I'll show you why. If I turn this on, and you have one of those Logitech mouses or whatever, you could infinitely scroll. And on my mouse, this is what it looks like. So yeah, I don't really like it because sometimes when I'm playing with my grip, I accidentally use my scroll wheel, and I use my scroll wheel on accident, and then it like flips around my whole inventory and it messes up everything. So I keep that off. And my auto shoot mode. I'm playing on keyboard and mouse, so controller and mobile. Make sure to have this at 25 on custom. This stuff doesn't really matter. I've played on mobile before. These two are just like, I don't know what they do. So like, that's, if you're a mobile player, please tell me in the comments what this stuff does. No aim assist because I'm on keyboard and mouse. Controller dead zone. Of course, I'm not on controller. That can help with joystick drifting. So just do your whatever makes a stick drift or whatever. My sensitivity 1. My ADS sensitivity 1. Horizontal sensitivity 1. Vertical sensitivity 1. Camera zoom effects 0.45. Put 2 pictures on the screen. I don't really like the higher one or the too low one, because like if you have it like too high, then you're not gonna see as much. But if you have it, too high, but if you're gonna have it too low, you're gonna see too much out. Your opponent's gonna look far away. So I have it around like in the middle, like 0.45, but still like lower. FOV 90, because like this is just the best. I'll put 2 clips on the screen because I'm too lazy to do it right now. So of course you could see a lot, and you can see a lot with 90 FOV. Also, your opponent doesn't look too far away at all. So I'm gonna put my FOV, 80 FOV, and 120 FOV on the screen right now. Like I said, I was. These two, turn them both off, because watch when I turn them on. Look at how much my camera moves. So if I go into the shooting range, look at how wobbly my aim is. So to prevent that, turn these 2 off. This, I don't even know what it does. These 2. If you're playing with them, you're using your mouse upside down. So flip around your mouse and turn these 2 off. High tasks, just turn this on because it makes less clutter. Keybind interface, turn this off. Again, less clutter. Weapon picker list mode, I'll put both of them on the screen. I just don't really like the list. I like the grid better because it shows more without you having to scroll. And then padded HUD, I like this. I don't not like this. So you can see that it makes it smaller. But yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't really. I do like it. I don't mind it. Actually, I'm gonna leave that on because there's no reason not to. This stuff, or this thing specifically, this thing doesn't matter, really. That's just preference. See, it just like changes this screen and this and stuff. That's basically it. And then I just keep it at default. Hide muzzle flashes. I'll put 2 pictures on the screen again. Weapon inking. Now there's 2 pictures for you to see it as a subtle outline around your weapons. I want as much visibility as possible, so I don't want that. As muzzle flash affects while aiming in. I already put up the picture, so I'll put it up again. Save GIFs. This doesn't really matter. I would keep it on because, like, you could get free stuff. Like, what are the chances of people actually gifting you? Okay, my crosshair. I have it on full red. Bar spacing 2, bar length 2, bar thickness 2, transparency 0, bar shape round. I have dot and circle off. I have my outline on full white. I have my outline thickness on 1. I have my outline type on round. And I have my outline on. And then this is the part where you guys are going to have to change some stuff. The E thing that used to be here, I deleted it because, like, who would want to use that? Because if I did have this on, since I have E as my fist button or my scythe or whatever, it's gonna go like this. Wait, I don't really think it does anything actually. Actually, it doesn't even do anything. Oh, it makes you get stuck though sometimes. I don't really think that matters though, so I just keep it off anyway actually. Inspect, I use B because I use V for something else. So I just keep it like B since I use my thumb. So I click it, E and Q. So if I go to the shooting range, I have keybind interface off by the way. I think I showed that. So E allows me to click it easily with my pointer finger. And after, so I can easily use my pointer finger to press E, and then use my index finger to press Q. So then, these 2 are the ones that I would care about. Sprint doesn't matter because like you're already sprinting since you have auto sprint on if you watch the first part of the video. And then slide, I have this at left shift, and then crouch is left control. And then my camera, I don't really know what that is. I think it's for controller. Just put that as B. Or you can keep it as B. But I do use B for inspect, so I don't really use it. This is the weird one. This is the weird part of the settings. Equip primary 1. Yes, I guess you could say though that this can burn your eyes. My equip secondary, I use my thumb to click it. It's V. For my quick melee, or my melee, I use 3. So this is really easy. Oh, I forgot to say what stuff I use. So I use my index finger for 1. I use my thumb for V. I use my pointer finger for 3. And I use my thumb for G. This, if you're macroing for glass, turn this off. But other than that, I don't really see anything with it. This, I keep it on middle mouse button. Since like, if I need to ping to tell one of my teammates, I could place a ping and tell where somebody is. And then my hide HUD, that is Z. So when I'm recording clips, I can easily go like this and use my index finger. By the way, I wish I had a cam. And and click that. So, I think it's pretty easy. And finally, my Roblox settings. By the way, I do not use box trap. I don't see a difference in it. I don't really think it's useful. I do have a 165 hertz monitor, or I have a 144, but it's overclocked to 165. And or you could just say I have 65 hertz. But I use 240 because like it just makes it higher, but it doesn't display it. So I just keep it like that for no reason. And then of course, experience language. You don't want it looking like this or something. So, unless if you speak that language, so I just keep it on English because I only know English. Unless of like one word of like a few other languages. Chat translation language, English, because I speak English. Option to view translated message. I don't know what that is. Camera sensitivity. I have it at 0.075. It's not too fast, but it's not too slow. It's like just in that like little sweet spot. These are just my headphones. My volume. I have this at max because my volume for my headphones are really low. So I keep this all the way up because I also have this at 0.5. So it just makes the perfect volume. And then I don't know what this is. I want to play in full screen, so I do that. I use manual so that I could change it. I personally use 1 or 3, but 3 is also nice. I'll show you guys why. Yes, it might have a bit. Actually, no, it has no shadows. So. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the glass I think is more visible actually when it's on 3 bars. So, wrong settings. So I use it on 3. Reduce motion, I don't know what this is, so I just keep it off. Background transparency, I don't really care what this is. Sometimes I have it up, but it makes your game look like that, and I think it lowers your FPS, so keep it at 0. Text size, keep that off. I don't know what this stuff is. Performance stats, that's just for your ping. And then this stuff, I just don't know what it is. So yeah, that is my settings. And remember, try these settings as like a template, and if anything feels wrong, just change it a bit until it feels right for you at your liking. So that will be the end of the video. So if you guys enjoyed this video, then please like, subscribe, and see you next video. Bye.